Welcome back to Tarot and Beyond. Today we're doing what unexpected things do you not see coming? So this reading is going to be all about the things that you don't see coming, that are unexpected or are coming around the corner and you may feel coming but not necessarily have conscious awareness of what they are. We're going to try and get as much information as we can, and we have 3 options for you to choose from today. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So make your selection or selections. If you do feel called to more than one group, go ahead and use the timestamps below to watch your chosen reading or readings, and we'll see you there. All right. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards and see what unexpected things are coming up for you. So you have adventure right out the gate. So looks like you're going to be going on some kind of an adventure. This could be somewhere near the ocean or the mountains, because those are the 2 things that are really sticking out to me right away. Let's keep going. You have soulmates. Okay. So this could be an adventure you're going on with a soulmate. This could be an adventure that leads you to your soulmate. I'm seeing the clouds here and the clouds here as well, and it's kind of making me think of like a very dreamy air quality. This could be that you've been dreaming about your soulmate, or you've been dreaming about a vacation, or both. You've been dreaming about a vacation with your soulmate. This adventure could also be this new romance, or this new connection. It could be a friendship too, but I feel like this could be the adventure itself, like an internal or an emotional adventure, I should say. But let's keep going and find more information here. You have listened to your intuition. So this is going to be a big part of it. Being able to listen to your intuition and trust your inner guidance. You have look for a sign, so they're definitely guiding you. Your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self are guiding you through this situation, leading you to this person, or to this. I just heard pilgrimage when I looked at the adventure card, so this could be you going on some kind of like a mission or quest or a pilgrimage of some kind, something to do with your spirituality, something to do with your intuition guiding you to a particular place at a particular time, to meet this person or to connect with this person. If it's somebody that's already in your life, then you may be doing this together. But there's going to be some signs here for you to pay attention to. We'll try and get information about what those are. I'm seeing the color purple, really like the robe that he has. Whatever this is behind him, it's like very purple. So maybe look out for the color purple. That could have something to do with it. Let's find out more information. You have Sacred Revolution, Goddess Kali, and Black Obsidian, Crystal Goddess number 888. This is really powerful. I feel like you guys are... this is going to create a sacred revolution for you. You also have Authentic Voice. So listening to your own internal authentic voice is going to be really key here. It could be in regard to how you communicate with this person, or how open you are to having them communicate with you, that creates this sacred revolution. Goddess Kali is also about like destruction. So she brings a bit of chaos and destruction, but she's also very protective, and so is Black Obsidian. So I just get the feeling that like there may be a little bit of upheaval around this, but it's going to lead you to something really meant for you, this adventure, this person. That's why your intuition is guiding you so profoundly here in this circumstances, because it's very much meant for you, and it's something that you're very connected to at the heart. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So I do feel as though it is up to you partially. A lot of this is kind of being directed by your higher self or your guides, but you do have to kind of be involved in the process here by taking action. So I do want to get more information from the tarot, but before I do, I'm being called to look at the cards a little bit more, because I think that there's more messages here that they want to bring through. Otherwise, they would give me the go-ahead to do the tarot right away. So let's do that first. The Black Obsidian and the Aquamarine are really standing out. Both of these crystals are first of all, they're very different. So these could be like the two aspects of the people that we're looking at here in this soulmate connection. One person may be very grounded. One person may be a communicator, somebody who is very adept at speaking, writing, teaching, learning, just communicating in all forms. Could also be clairaudient, because we do have listen to your intuition and look for a sign. The purple is connected to the third eye chakra, so this is like clairvoyance, clairaudience, possibly claircognizance as well, whereas this other person may be more rooted, more grounded, more stable, more connected to the root, sacral, or solar plexus chakras. They could be an Aries as well, or an earth sign energy. Those are the two that I'm getting. Or this could be your energy that I'm picking up on. So, switch it, flip it, reverse it, whatever applies. But I get the sense that this person, one of these people in this equation, is very adventurous. They like to do new things. They like to go new places. They like to have new experiences. And I think that this other person in the equation, if this is you, or whichever side you fall on, I think that there is a willingness to do that, but I'm sensing a bit more hesitation from this other person. Like they need to get the go ahead from their guides or from their intuition to be able to embark on some kind of an adventure or something like that. It's like one person is just a little bit more really grounded in the physical realm and more willing to take action just based on the fact that they want to do something, whereas the other person is kind of like, I need to feel it first, like I need to tune into it. It's very kind of like INFJ energy, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Myers-Briggs personality testing. But I myself, and I am myself an INFJ, so it's all about like feeling and judging, using your feelings to be able to make these decisions, where I think this other person may be an ENFP, which is like more of an extroverted, still feeling, but much more about perception and like just kind of more willing to take action. Anyway, that's what's just coming through. I'm not even super familiar with the ENFPs, but that's what Spirit channeled, so that's what we're talking about. Okay, now they're giving me the go-ahead to grab a tarot. So let's get some clarifiers. Actually, let me ask first, before we just dive in and start randomly pulling, I do want to actually have more of a direction here, because that's what I'm feeling like we need. So in group number 1, what is this adventure? What is this adventure? All right, you have the 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, definitely an adventure. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so this is definitely, it's going somewhere new. I do think that this is a physical adventure, but it could be somewhere like they gave us that word pilgrimage. And since we do have the Hierophant here, it's all about religion, tradition, spiritual learning or teaching. And the 5 of Wands in this particular spread, like in the context of this question we've asked, this is really a kind of, it feels like a team thing. Like maybe it's like a team building exercise, or it's like a group excursion, or it's some kind of like a group. Yeah, like a group adventure of some kind, but to do with learning, or to do with spirituality, or to do with, it could even be about like exploring ancient places, like, oh, we're gonna go to the cathedral, and we're gonna see how it was made in like 1600s or something like that. It's like having a good time exploring history and exploring the past and learning about these things, and being very passionate about that with a group of people who are passionate about it as well. And it's interesting that you have the 2 knights here, and they're facing in opposite directions. So again, I do feel like there's some opposite energy that I'm picking up on here from these soulmate connections. It's like you guys are kind of complete opposites, but at the same time, I feel like these opposites can attract. Like if we put this the other way around, well, now they're riding towards each other. So I feel like opposites do and can attract if they are complementary opposites, right? We don't want disharmony or dissonance. We want these two different aspects that can mesh well together or complement one another nicely. And that's kind of what I see here, is like there may be some team building, or there may be some like co-learning or group effort in some way here. So yeah, and it's with a soulmate, or you meet a soulmate, or it's something to do with that, because there are energies that are here moving towards one another, because that's the way they were actually supposed to sit. Spirit kind of had me put them like this for a reason. Now I want to ask, when is this unexpected thing coming in? Very, very fast. You have 3 knights in your reading, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest one. And since we just asked about timing, yeah, this is going to happen very quickly. Swords energy is air, and air is the fastest moving. So this is usually hours, days, at the very longest, weeks, but it's very fast. Wands and fire are the second fastest moving, and then water is the third fastest moving. So you've got like the tiers of the most quick moving energy of these knights. Oh my God, you guys have the 10 of Cups. This is so beautiful, you guys. I'm just really liking this energy. It feels exciting. It feels philosophical, like there's a real spiritual basis to this, and that's why it's soulmates and not just like some random connection. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be happening. The 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords together, this is giving me 10 days. In 10 days, this could happen, or there could be like the initiating factors that start to spark the shift into this adventure, or the shift into the connection with this person. Or maybe your soulmate, like a friend, a family member, or your partner calls you up and is like, hey, I was thinking about going to Jamaica, or I was thinking about going to Hawaii. Do you want to come with me? And something like that could happen. Or you could just have like this intuitive nudge, and these signs keep coming in, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, now's the time. I need to book that trip, or I need to go to that place. Like, even if it's not somewhere far away, adventure could be somewhere close to you, that you're exploring in a new way. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to different places. And I'm getting that historical feeling. So you might be exploring like the history of the town, or the history of the city, or something like that, or just exploring like the wisdom of the land, because they do keep drawing me back to like the ocean and the mountains. So it could be somewhere that has oceans and mountains, like Hawaii is really standing out to me. Jamaica, obviously that came up and channeled through me. It was an example, but they always use examples that are relevant, because they're trying to use me to get as many messages across in a short period of time to as many people as possible. So yeah, everything has value in these readings. There could be anywhere where there's mountains, where the mountains meet the sea. This could be like, I'm in Canada, so I literally live in a province with mountains and ocean, British Columbia, but anywhere where that's the case. So one of the coast cities, or or like an island country or province. Okay, let me see what I want to get one more card for right here. What does group number 1 need to know about the action they need to take in the next, let's say, 10 days or so? What is the action that they need to take? I see this one. The 6 of Pentacles. I'm getting the message of be open to receiving, group number 1. Be open to receiving. Somebody might be offering you something. They might be communicating to you that they're going to be going somewhere, and they invite you with them. And it's about receiving this offer, taking this offer. It's like you could say no, but the signs and your intuition are telling you to say yes. Maybe you have a bunch of other stuff on the go, and you're like, yeah, but I don't really have the time for this right now, and I really just need to focus on work. But they're saying, we're going to give you these signs so that you are like kind of prepared to say yes, or you're like more inclined to say yes, because then you kind of have an idea of why. Because there was a chance that if they didn't give you these signs, or they didn't bring you to this reading, or you didn't already have all of this confirmation coming in, that you could have said no. And then you would miss out on this spiritual adventure and possibly the connection with this person, either one that's already in your life or the one that's coming in. But yeah, it feels like this is a huge, huge thing for you. It's really going to unlock your authenticity in a big way. It's going to create a sacred revolution for you. And it's going to create lots of connections with sacred soul family, soulmate, vibes, definitely like a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the hearts. And there's a lot of passion here because you do have those 3 Wands cards plus the 10 of Cups. This speaks to me of passion, connection. There's a lot of fire here, but it's very emotionally deep and watery as well. Grounded and yet ethereal. Okay, so now I have been called to get the letters for this reading. So let's see if we can get some words, initials, names, something like that. All right, so for group number 1, what else do they need to know about this unexpected, unforeseen thing and this adventure, this soulmate, this fun new thing that's happening? Okay. Okay, I'm seeing the word hone, and I'm also seeing the word honor. It's maybe, something about the honor system. Could be like somebody offering you something on the honor system, or because they find you honorable. I'm seeing the word hints. So I feel like you have been getting these intuitive nudges, or these, prompts, hints, signs, synchronicities, things like that. Spirit has been dropping little hints is what they're showing me. And they want you to honor those. Right. Yeah. Honor your intuition. Honor those hints. They've been giving you the tea. But I also love that this can be like teal, which is the color of aquamarine. It's kind of like a teal color. So this is definitely something to do with your authenticity, your honor, your integrity, your intuition, your ability to interpret the signs accurately and to take action accordingly. I'm getting the word thorns, and it feels like, we also have AJ here, so initials. But thorns makes me think that there's beauty in this, but there's also something that is potentially kind of a bit challenging, or something that you need to avoid. Maybe it's the conflict with that 5 of Wands energy, because I was reading it more as like competition or group something. Like it's not really about the conflict. It's more about like doing something as a group, or doing something constructively even. But since we do have thorns here, and we had Kali, which can be a bit of an uncomfortable kind of breaking down energy. It's kind of like you have to go through the thorns to get to the rose kind of a thing. So there may be something here that is uncomfortable. Like maybe you need to like do something that's challenging. Getting the word learn. You might need to learn something. This might be a lesson for you, which is kind of why there's maybe some conflict there. I don't think it's necessarily, and I was going to say I don't think it's karmic, but it may be. And it may be to do with learning. Teal and the authentic voice can speak of the throat chakra, like I was saying, which is about learning and teaching and things like that. So this could have something to do with, it does feel like it's learning a lesson. Yeah, it does. I was going to try and take it elsewhere, but I can't deny what it feels like. I have to speak the truth, and it does feel like this is some kind of a lesson for you, but I don't think that it's going to be an unpleasant one. I think that there will be some thorns in it that you'll have to kind of overcome. There will be some challenges that come along with this, maybe some oppositions, or just some things that you kind of need to maneuver through a little bit gracefully. But I think that this is going to really teach you a lot, and it's going to help you to hone your ability to listen to your intuition and to follow and trust its guidance, and to act quickly, because I think some of the learning here is about not kind of sitting on your laurels and kind of waiting for something to come in and create a revolution for you. It's like you taking action and initiating some kind of a change. Let's see what else. I'm getting the name Josie or Josiah. That could be important to someone out there. And I'm getting the word sail. This could be about sailing. I did get the feeling that it was somewhere on the ocean. So it could be going sailing, learning to sail. They're giving me the word ear. So it's very much about listening. You need to be very, very astute to your inner voice, your intuition, those little nudges, paying attention to repeating things. Like if you keep seeing sailboats and you keep seeing these things, it's about interpreting. What does that mean for you? Is it literal? Is it figurative? Is it some place specific? Is it related to someone you know? So it's being able to listen and then learn how to interpret the messages that they're giving you. That's what this lesson is about. So I don't think that it's necessarily going to be a painful lesson. It's not going to be one of those like hard karmic lessons. It's more just about learning to interpret. And that's the whole point. Okay. Yeah, because you're honing that. Okay. Yeah, they keep bringing me back to the word thin. And I was waiting for there to be a K. We don't have a K here, but it might be about think about it, but don't overthink it. Yeah, it's like think about it enough to be able to interpret it accurately and then take action. Thin also makes me think of my patience is wearing thin. Your patience may be wearing thin, group number 1. Oh, you've got hot as well. So this could be somewhere that's hot. But for whatever reason, yeah, thin, they keep drawing me back to thin. So there's a message here that I haven't interpreted yet. Hold on. It's funny because what they're drawing me to is like thin versus robust. What are the differences there? Thin is something that it's smaller. It needs more, maybe. Something that's robust is more abundant. It's larger. So it's like we have these dualities or these opposites that they're bringing up, and I still don't really know what the message is there. Maybe there's a need for more nourishment because we had the 6 of Pentacles. It's like bringing in more to create something that's more robust, or if your knowledge on something is thin, then it's through the process of learning that you create more of a robust understanding. There we go. I just hit it on the head because they gave me a little pat on the head. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also seeing the word sun. So this could be somebody's son, or a son could be involved here. I was also getting the name John earlier. John could be somebody's son, or whoever this soulmate is. AL, it seems significant. I don't know why. I just wanted to focus on that for a second. We do have the word rain. This could be somewhere that it rains, or it could be like somewhere that experiences a very significant rainy season that is very hot. Like it's giving me tropical energy. So this could be like somewhere in Indonesia, could be Jamaica keeps coming up. Hawaii, I think, has rainy seasons as well. Again, British Columbia is like, Raincouver is what we're known for. Yeah, because it's raining right now as I'm filming. But that's why the forests are so lush and green. And why I love drinking hot tea on a nice cool day. Teas. Oh, maybe it's somewhere that produces teas. It could be somewhere in Britain, because tea makes me think of like England. Tea also makes me think of Asia, like China, Japan, Indonesia. This is really interesting. I think it's going to be different for everyone. I don't think all of us are going to be going to like that one same place, and that's why they're bringing through so many different options, and also why it's important for you to trust the previous signs that you're getting confirmation for and listening to your intuition to interpret these messages personally for you. Okay. The letter R is standing out. This feels like somebody's first name initial. Rin. Raj. Or Raj even. Could be important. Test. Yeah, this is a test of some kind. It is a test, and that's why there's thorns. It's like we don't really like taking tests, do we? Unless you're a weirdo like me, in which cases I actually did like taking tests. I don't know why. I mean, it was always stressful leading up to the test, but like as soon as I sat down, in the test hall and like got my paper out, I don't know why, I just always got into flow, and I felt confident, and I could like trust myself to be able to get the answers down, and I usually did pretty well. But that's because my primary energy at soul level is divine communication, which is the throat chakra. And like I said, in the context of this reading, it's all about learning, teaching, communicating, expressing, writing. And so I tend to excel at like learning, teaching, testing, writing, communication, those kinds of things. The hora. What is the hora? Isn't that like a Jewish dance or ceremony? This could be like Israel. Again, the name John keeps coming up. John 3:16. What is John 3:16? I'm not even into like Bible things. They're telling me to literally get the Bible and look at it. Like they're like, don't Google it. You have a Bible. Remember, we had that given to you. Use that. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so here's John, the Gospel according to John. This is a Bible that was given to me in a very significant spiritual awakening situation, which I'm going to be writing about, and so keep your eyes peeled for that. But so you have John 3, I don't even know if this is how you read it, but it's 3:16. So, and of his fullness have all we received, and grace for grace. Okay. I'm also being called to read the number 3, which is all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Okay, so I'm feeling like everything was made by God and everything was infused with grace, because 16 is really talking about the fullness of grace, receiving grace as well. Grace given for grace. And we did see the 6 of Pentacles is talking about grace. And this was a test in the sense that they didn't want me to just Google it. They wanted me to actually physically get out the book and find the passage and then communicate that to you. So it's like doing something the right way, or doing something with honor and integrity, because we did have the word honor. So I feel like this is definitely about like a spiritual or religious pilgrimage. And I think there's truth in all religion. And I think that's why we have, we have Judaism, we have Christianity, Catholicism coming up in this reading. So I feel like there's truth in all religion, because it's all part of the human collective, and the human collective is part of the Creator. So it's in us all. Look at that. It's in us all. Okay, so let me see if there's any other messages here. But this feels like it's something quite big for you, group number 1. Yeah, ST, saint. This could be initials, but I'm really feeling it as like saint. So it's connected to some kind of spiritual or religious revolution, a very sacred revolution. This could be returning to your roots. It could be kind of looking at spirituality or religion with new eyes, with a broader, vaster, expanded perspective. It could be looking at the history of spirituality or religion in those physical sites, going on those kinds of adventures to learn about these different things, maybe even different religions and different cultures. Like maybe you go to Indonesia to study some Buddhism, or you go to India to learn about Hinduism, or you go to France and to learn about the clergy from that era. I don't know. It's kind of like, it feels like a big thing. And I feel like, again, it's going to be something, grace being given to you. There's grace being given to you. You need to be open to receive it. And it's going to guide you, and it's going to help you to take action in an honoring and aligned way, where you're guided into this big expansion. You don't see this coming, but it's like a big expansion for you. And it is a bit of a test, but it's going to help you to level up in a really, really big way. Okay, now I'm getting the feeling of completion. So we've delivered all of the messages. That is what I see for you, group number 1. Very, very big, unexpected things coming in fairly quickly. Now take time with a grain of salt, because timing is always malleable, and it's dependent on our free will and a whole host of other divine order factors. So, don't take the timing if it doesn't apply to you, and try not to get attached to it too. That's important. But that could be part of the test. Who knows? Spirit's a little tricksy like that sometimes. Like they'll get you where you need to go by whatever means, as long as it's aligned and it honors your free will. All right, so that's what I see for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, thank you for liking. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave your suggestions or requests for upcoming pick a card readings in the comment section below. And let me know how this reading resonates as well if you feel called. Much love, guys. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what unexpected things are coming in that you don't see right now. You have catch your breath. The tribe. Feels like you might need to take a break from some people is what I'm getting. Hold on. Let's see. Recovery. Yeah, you're definitely in some kind of a slow down phase. It's important that you maybe take a step back from people, or maybe ask for help from certain people that you trust so that you can recover your energy. The situation will improve. Okay, so that's good. So the unexpected thing you're not seeing coming is that there's going to be support there, or you're going to be able to recover your strength. If you've been in a tough situation for a long time, I see that improving. You have the inner queen, goddess Persephone and Ruby, and right away the message that I was getting from this, especially since it came out reversed, is like Persephone when she gets pulled down into the underworld and it becomes winter. And so, because she's like the goddess of spring. And so when she's not there, the land withers and dies and deteriorates. And so if you've been in a period where your health has been bad, or your energy levels have been low, or your mental health has deteriorated, I see that there's like a return of spring. It's like Persephone is able to come up into the light of day again, and the youthfulness and the beauty returns to the land. Okay. Relief and repair. Ascended Master Mataji and Crimson Cuprite. And again, reversed here. These are very root chakra energies. Both of these are red. So this is very much about you recovering, getting some relief and repair, the situation improving, spring returning to the land because you're able to catch your breath and maybe lean on some other people, or possibly getting away from certain people who were causing you to be drained. Like that's the predominant message I'm getting for like 90% of you. Maybe there's 10% of you who you're going to be relying on other people who you can trust to help you to recover. But I think for 90% of you, the recovery is actually coming as a result of you disconnecting from someone or a group of people who were draining your energy. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So this is very much about you taking some time to just rest and just be. So this unexpected change for you might be a sabbatical. It might be a period of more introversion, or in what's the word? Not inclusion. Although for some of you, it could be about inclusion, right? It could be about connecting with people who give you that sense of support that you're needing to recover. So again, for the 10% of you who that applies to, that's still relevant here. But I really see that it's going to be important for you to take a step back either way and just take a load off. It's really important for you to take some of those burdens off so that you can recover, you can heal. This might be a period of stillness. It's funny because the word stagnancy wanted to come up, but like the healing energy of this is stillness, but it may feel like stagnancy to you, or you may have been in stagnancy leading up to this. And that's why it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but the situation is actually improving, and slowing down is what's going to help it do that. Now let's get some clarifiers. Oh, hold on. They want me to, there's something else here. Oh, you've been underwater. They're showing me the dolphins in this card. Feels like you've been there might have been some depression here, yeah. Or just some emotional turmoil of some kind, because the water represents emotions, the dolphins represent joy, and since they're in this card here, they're like down at the bottom of the ocean, and it's kind of dark down there, and there's this angel of hope is what she feels like bringing light. I feel like this is really kind of you guys coming back into the light again, or finding your joy again after it was kind of repressed or dampened down or darkened. Yeah. Getting some relief and repair, bringing back your hope, a recovery from despair is what I just heard. Again, Spirit always loves to rhyme with me. I like to rhyme too. I've got a poet's soul, so that's probably why. Okay, let's get some clarifiers now. So for group number 2, ooh, did you see that jumper? 6 of Pentacles. This actually just came out in group number 1 as well. For you guys, it's the same message. It's about receiving. It's really important that you receive this rest, or that you receive this support if it is coming from other people. Yeah, take your time. I just heard you need to take your time, group 2. You need to relax. You need to slow down. You need to take breaks. And I almost meant, I meant to say take breaks, but it came out take back. So you need to take back your power, I think here. You've been in a disempowered position, and they're saying you need to balance the scales and come into your position of power by reclaiming your energy. Okay, what else does group number 2 need to know about this situation? All 3? Yeah. Okay. So you have the 4 of Wands, creating some stability. Community connections, stable connections. I think taking a break from those is really the emphasis here. You also have the 2 of Pentacles, needing to create some balance, coming back from something that was turbulent. It's also the natural energy flow from, winter to spring, summer, fall, winter, spring. It's like these natural cycles that I'm seeing, because they did bring up Persephone here. So it's like if you've been in a winter, it's got to be spring eventually at some point. That's inevitable. 8 of Pentacles. Maybe you've been working too hard. Group 2. It feels like you've been working really hard at something. And it doesn't necessarily have to be physical work. Like, working hard on your mental health is really, really hard work. I know that firsthand. So, don't discount that behind the scenes work that's very internal and subjective. But this could also be in addition to that, or on top of that, physical labor, physical work, career stuff. So I just get the sense that you've been putting in a lot here, and that's why they're saying, you need to take a break. Death card. It's really important that you take a break so that you don't deplete yourself. And the underworld, Persephone is the queen of the underworld, not necessarily by her volition, but that's where she ended up. So it is being, understanding these natural cycles of life and allowing things that are meant to die, and embracing the new beginnings that they bring. Ooh, I love this. You have the 9 of Pentacles. So I do see that, you're meant to be very abundant. You're meant to have more than enough. And if you haven't, that's an issue. That is an issue that Spirit is wanting you to address, group number 2, because you're meant to have more than enough. You're meant to have your needs met. You're meant to want for things, they just said. You're meant to want for things. So if you've been depriving yourself, or you've felt deprived in general, then they want you to sit and meditate on the whys, the whos, the how-tos, the how-fors of that situation. Because what you don't see coming is you're either going to hit a wall and energetically have some kind of an issue that you need to deal with. And this is not a prediction, so don't take this as, fact. Just this is the energy that they're bringing to your awareness so that you can prevent that from happening. It's like if you don't slow down, you might hurt yourself, basically. Energetically, you might deplete yourself, you might crash, you might then be forced to take some time off because you didn't choose to do it willingly. let me see what this card is. Yeah, the Page of Swords. They're bringing through this message for a reason, and they're going to confirm it for you through meditation and contemplation. So they do want you to sit and think about it, because the Page of Swords is a messenger. He wants to bring you this information so that you can have the awareness you need to make the best decisions possible, to avoid any kind of depletion or further depletion. The Empress, super abundant energy. And with the Nine of Pentacles too, like, you guys, you're meant to be so abundant. But it feels like you've been in a period of just trying to make ends meet, energetically, financially, physically, whatever it is, mentally, emotionally. It just feels like you've been trying to make things meet, and they're showing me like a shoestring. And my mom always used to say that we had to get by on a shoestring budget. So things might have been pretty bare. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough energy, just not enough. But you have so much abundance here. It's like when the spring returns, that's when all of the flowers bloom and the fruits grow. And then you've got the harvest season in summer and fall. So it's like you may have been stuck in one phase of life or one particular season of life, and now it's like the unexpected thing you don't see coming is that that's got to change. If you've been in a harvest season, then it's about preparing to slow down and go into winter season. It's like hibernation, but it's very much about honoring the cycles of life. You have the Ace of Cups. Self-love and self-care are really what I'm feeling from this here. Like, you need to create balance between how you're taking care of yourself physically and how you're taking care of yourself emotionally, and not neglecting your needs in the name of earning a buck. Really, really important lesson here is this is why they're bringing it up, because it's something you need to learn, group number 2, to balance. Just learning to find the balance there and create that equilibrium. Learning to receive when you need to receive. Learning to pull away when you need to pull away, learning to work when you can, learning to rest when you need to. So it's just like being able to adjust, and listening to yourself to know when to do those things. Very important, because what you don't see coming here is that there's a lot of abundance, so much abundance for you. You're going to receive a lot. You're going to have an end of the old depletion cycles, but to do that you need to rest. So like they're saying, just slow down. That's actually going to allow more to come in, and it's going to renew your energy so that you can do the work to bring in more as well, and partially to renew your energy to take care of yourself too, because I know, like, just to give you guys some like personal examples for me, I've struggled with my mental health for years, and my physical health as well. And a lot of the time I've had problems with like chronic fatigue, and especially doing energy work. It took a lot out of me for years. And I did energy work. I was like on the front lines of like, the ER energetically at soul level. And it's a lot of work. It is very tiring, and it created a lot of consecutive cycles of burnout for me. And that took a toll on my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health. Like, all of it started to deteriorate. And what I've had to learn is I need to slow down and honor my needs. I need to focus on my physical health and well-being, because that's what allows me to work and make money, whether it's with clients or in some other way. And it's like the more that I tried to push past that, the worse it got, and the more depleted and the more lack physically and financially I experienced. Like, I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough energy, I didn't have enough money. And that was not an abundant, empowered, divine way of living. And that's why they're bringing this up in your reading group too, is because you're not meant to be living like that either. If you have been, you're meant to be living abundantly. You're meant to be living. The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles is like, you can just kick back on a lounger, have your pina colada. The bellboy's going to bring you what you need, and maybe you've got your, I don't know why a BlackBerry is what's being shown to me. What is this, like 2010? Like, you've got your BlackBerry on the table next to you, and you can like send off a proposal and then get 50 grand right away, just like that. And you're like, I'm on vacation and I just got 50 grand. Like, that's how you're supposed to be living. And if you're not living like that, then something needs to change. And that's why they're saying you don't see this coming, but like you need to change this because you're meant to have this. And if you don't have it, you need to do something differently. You need to slow down. You need to catch your breath. You need to create a community of people who are going to support you and withdraw from a community of people or one or two people who are draining you or depleting you, intentionally or unintentionally, right? We don't have to assume malicious intent. It's just sometimes certain dynamics are imbalanced. And that's why they're saying focus on balancing these out so that you feel more stable, more cared for, more able to put in the work you need for yourself and for your well-being. And then you'll start to see these positive changes coming. Okay, so let's get a little bit of, no, they're telling me not to get letters for you guys. Okay, I did it for one, so I thought we were going to do letters for you too, but they actually want the Astro Dice, so we'll do that. So for group 2, what do they need to know about this situation? You have Pisces again, new moon in Pisces, and you've got Pisces again. So this is very much about spiritual healing, emotional healing. You've got the 3rd house and Mercury. Mercury and Pisces in the 3rd house. Okay. So Mercury and the 3rd house are the same energy because Mercury rules the 3rd house. So it's communication, travel, short distance trips, information as well. Like the Page of Swords is Mercury ruled. It's an air sign. So I just get the sense that there's some unexpected communication that you don't see coming that's going to actually help you to recover. Because Pisces rules the 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of recovery, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual growth. It can be about losses as well. But in this context, I'm seeing it as like necessary losses that will bring about great emotional and spiritual healing, recovery, and well-being, because it does rule hospitals, recovery centers, ashrams, churches, temples, yeah, like anything behind the scenes that helps you to heal or recover in some way. Can even rule prisons. But short distance travel, the 3rd house, I feel like there's information that you're getting that you desperately needed that's going to give you the information, the awareness, or the resources or tools to be able to make a change for yourself in a really big way. That's going to focus on your self-care and your needs, and it's going to create a lot of peace for you and healing. It's going to help you slow down, and it's also going to expand you. So even though it's going to help you slow down, it's going to help you to expand in other ways. So it's not like you're going further into stagnancy. It's like you're slowing down to speed up, ironically. You know, it's like this paradox. You're slowing down to speed up. And it's like work smarter, not harder. Group 2. That's what I'm seeing there for you. So be open to receiving this communication. It could be coming from a friend, is what I just heard. So it's coming from a friend, somebody whom you're close to or who you are associated with in some way. Maybe a member of your tribe communicates this to you, and you finally realize what you need to do, like that you need to let something go, or you need to focus on this tonic. It could be like something that they're saying, oh, hey, have you tried this? You should give that a go. And then you try it and it makes a big difference. Or it could be information that comes through when you're at an event that you're kind of like taking a bit of a break from work. Like maybe you've been working really hard and you're like, I need to catch my breath. I need to just like go out with my friends for the night. People whom you really enjoy and you connect to. And then you're out at a celebration and somebody gives you this information of like, oh, hey, did you know about this and this? You're like, no, I didn't know that. Thank you. I'm going to go and meditate on it. And if it feels aligned with me, I'm going to implement that. Something like that. Somebody gives you information. Somebody gives you something that helps you here. So be open to that unexpected thing, because that's what you don't see coming. And it's going to change a lot of how you operate. And it's going to create a lot of abundance for you. It could be financial guidance. It could be health related. It could be spirituality. Those are the main kind of themes I'm seeing in your reading. All right, so that's what I see for you, group number 2. Sorry, there's something else I'm not seeing. Give me a second. Oh, group 2, what they're saying is that there could be a thought that comes in that you want to take action on, and that's going to like create a lot of stability for you. So it's going to help you to heal because it gives you more time to rest. You want to act on that thought, this unexpected idea, because it's going to provide for you in a really big, long-lasting way. Yeah, that's the final closing message that they wanted to get across, is this may come through meditation and contemplation. So lots of different messages, so just take the ones that resonate, guys, but hopefully this reading supported you in some way. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the reading, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for lots more to come, and leave your suggestions or reading requests or ideas in the comments below. If you want to see a particular pick a card reading theme, then I will be happy to consider those and create some if they resonate. So that is what I have for you today. Thanks so much, guys. I love you, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what unexpected things are coming in that you don't see. So you have orphaned. No need to worry. Okay, good, because I was starting to worry. I'm like, uh-oh, orphaned. A little bit of a tenuous start here, but I'm glad that we have that affirmation. Don't need to worry because there's big, happy changes. Good. I'm so glad to see that. I really care about you guys, and when I see you guys struggling, or I feel you struggling in the energy of these readings, it hurts, so I'm glad to see big, happy changes coming for you. Culmination of a vision, too. All right. Wow. Look at these two, both of them with their hands up. They just both look really excited, exuberant, ready to receive, ready to take action. They look like they're celebrating something. Maybe you're healing. You've done some pretty major healing in regard to an abandonment wound, or feeling orphaned or left behind, and you're just feeling like everything's going to be okay. Gratitude and appreciation. So you are appreciating what you do have rather than focusing on what you didn't have in the past. You're finally able to feel as though your needs are met, and you're feeling a profound sense of gratitude from that, because this vision that you've had for so long is finally coming to fruition, is what it feels like. Tiger spirit rises, Archangel Adnakiel, yeah, sure, and Tiger's Eye. To come out reversed, let me just tune into that. And then you have Read the Energy, Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. This one came out reversed as well. Reading the Energy and Tiger Spirit Rises. I feel like you've done some profound work internally, like you've been able to read your own energy and heal your own energy. The rainbow in this card always reminds me of the rainbow body, the energy body, the chakra system. So I feel like you've been focusing on doing some healing, and now you're starting to bloom. The flowers in this card making me think of you just blooming into your pure essence. And I get the sense that you may even know how to read energy, or are teaching yourself how to read energy. You may be psychic, because we do have culmination of vision and read the energy. So by reading your own energy, or by maybe going and getting somebody to read your energy for you, you've been able to reignite this spirit within you of this tiger, like the tiger spirit. I'm hearing like the eye of the tiger. So it feels like you were able to come back from a situation that left you feeling quite bruised and abused, like Rocky, you know what I mean? Like he just didn't give up, just kept training, just kept going, and finally manages to come out of the situation. And you know what's so funny? Remember when Rocky's up on the top of the stairs and he puts his arms in the air like that? Yeah. Or when he wins the fight, and it feels like big happy changes. No need to worry. It's like you've put in the work here. You've got something to celebrate because you stayed dedicated, and this unexpected thing you don't see coming is a big win. Like, for example, the reason they're bringing up Rocky, I think, is because it's an underdog story. And that's why we love it so much. It's because it's not an expected thing. Like, nobody expected Rocky to win. He went up against the champ and he lost, but then he comes back and he wins. And it's just like, you know, that's kind of what I get from you, is like, you may have tried and tried again. Your vision never really fully came to what you had intended it to be, but you didn't give up on yourself. You just kept trying, even though you felt like you were doing this completely alone. And maybe even that other people had given up on you, but you just kept going. And you have like this deep gratitude and appreciation coming from your guides, by the way, because they're showing me the unicorn here as like a spiritual protector of yours. Whether or not it's an actual unicorn, it's like this energy of a protector being that's around you, and they are so grateful and so appreciative of you for not giving up, because they saw how hard they were with you through everything you've ever been through. And they want to acknowledge how hard you fought and how deserving you are of having this win. Wow. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. I want to put this upright, so I'm going to put it upright right here. So you have worked through your fears, or you're about to have a big breakthrough, group number 3. You're about to have a really big breakthrough. That a lot of these fears and these worries are going to dissipate. A lot of these old challenges and these wounds are going to be lightened. Like, the load is going to be lightened. There's going to be more courage that's buoying you up. You're going to have much better awareness of what's going on underneath the surface and what to do about it. Like, you're able to take responsibility. You're able to manifest as well, because for whatever reason, this card is giving me like manifesting energy right now. So she's able to kind of like look at what she wants and then create it. And that's what I see from you guys, is you're super powerful, very fertile, and you're able to create in a way that maybe you haven't before, because your energy is rising. Your frequency is rising. So as you heal and release these fears, your energy body vibrates to a higher frequency. And a higher frequency is more powerful. Therefore, it becomes more attractive. So you attract to you more of what you are focusing on. So if you're focusing on the love, if you're focusing on the gratitude and the appreciation, you're going to manifest a win. A big win is what I just heard. You're going to manifest a big win. So let's find out what that is. So for group number 3, what is this big win? What is this big win? 7 of Wands, boundaries. You've got the high ground here, 7 of Wands. You are on top of the world is what it looks like. Look, I've never noticed this before, but he looks like a giant, because that is like a friggin' huge river, and he's a giant up on top of the world. So if you felt like David going up against Goliath, well, now you're Goliath, and you're going to be in a position of power. You're going to be the big one, or you're going to beat Goliath. That could be it too, right? Because David, again, it's an underdog story. That's the same message, isn't it? It is, yeah. It's an underdog story. The one who seems weaker and is less expected to win is going to prevail. That's you. That's you, group 3. Page of Cups. Definitely emotional healing. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. And since we have the new moon in Scorpio here, it's very much about your emotions, emotional healing. Pages are also messengers. They bring ideas. They bring insight, inspiration sometimes as well, or healing. Judgment. Yes, this is like Judgment Day, but in the best possible way, because it's a rebirth for you. It's a renewal. There's rectification happening here. There's spiritual guidance and support in a really big way. Like you're getting a lot of, I just heard your dues, like you're getting your dues, or you've paid your dues. And so you're going to get some kind of a reward from that. It's like not a reward, it's like just a natural outcome of what you've put the work in for. Yeah, because I was just about to use the example of like, you don't really think about your paycheck at the end of the month as a reward, do you? You know, it's just that's what you're owed from what you put in. And that's what they're saying here is like the Three of Pentacles is about work and recognition of that work. Your work being noticed, showcased, or sought after. So I feel like you've put in the work and it's being acknowledged by spirit. It's being acknowledged by your soul family and your team. And because of that, energetically, not because they're acknowledging it, but energetically, it's like you've put in the work and so you're going to get the outcome of that. Yeah, the outcome. Two of Wands. So it feels like the world is in your hands. Again, it's like you're a giant. Look how big he is compared to the world. You are a giant. You can go up against anything. You're no longer the underdog anymore. And now they're showing me the Mighty Ducks. I have not seen that movie since I was like 10 years old, I think. So I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it's an underdog story. Like the Mighty Ducks are not the ones who are thought to win, but then they end up winning. I can't remember, but yeah, this is like a big underdog story for you. And that's why you don't see this coming. That's why this is unexpected, is because you don't even really see yourself as being able of winning, possibly, but like you're going to get the support you need, and you're going to get the clarity. I don't even think the support comes from outside of you necessarily. I think that you just get the clarity and the vision of what you want to do, and then you manifest it. You just create it. Like Rocky manifested that win, not because he sat around and looked at his vision board all day, but because he had a vision in his mind, and that propelled his actions. And he did not give up. He was determined. He was so ruthless in his pursuit of this vision that it happened. Because he just wouldn't stay down, you know, like he wouldn't take no for an answer. And I will tell you something, like if you are in alignment and you are doing the work and you refuse to give up, you will succeed. Like it is inevitable. And you become untouchable because you are a creator. And when you step into your power at that level of manifestation, nothing can stop you. Nothing except your own misalignment, your own fears, your own misperceptions, or your own lack of action. Those are the only things that can stop you. Okay, so they want me to get the fireside story dice for you, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so for group number 3, what else do they need to know about this unexpected win or this underdog story? Okay, so people are definitely going to be clapping for you. Everyone loves a good underdog story. I mean, who doesn't, right? We like to see the little guy be able to come out on top. And even if it takes a little longer, it's like if you're dedicated and you're strong about this, you will be successful. It's like the tortoise and the hare. It's like you might have taken a little bit longer to do this, and you had to create a home for yourself on your own back, like the orphaned energy. You know, it's like the tortoise here, or the turtle, he carries his home on his back. He's transient. He doesn't necessarily have a sense of community to back him, but he's going to make his way anyway. Yeah, I do get that, again, transient energy here. It's like you've kind of had to like make a home wherever you could, because maybe you didn't have a sense of belonging, or you didn't have a sense of community or home. Maybe it like metaphorically burned down, you know what I mean? Like you just didn't really have that. And then you had to build a new one, build yourself a home that you could take with you. The log here makes me think of like stoking the fire, putting in the work, chopping the wood. Like it's like Rocky when he's training, you know? He goes out for that run every day and he's punching meat, you know, like stuff like that. So it's like the training that you need to be doing, and it's like a dedication. It almost becomes like a prayer, is what Spirit said, you know? It's like when you do it enough times, it becomes a ritual, and that ritual becomes a prayer and a physical affirmation of that which you are desiring to create. Ooh, I love that. That was all just channeled through me. So thank you, Spirit. It's beautiful. And they're saying there's no need to worry. Didn't we have that card? There's no need to worry, group 3. No need to worry. Just put in the work. Look a little closer. Identify any fears that are keeping you restricted or holding you back. bring those up to the forefront. Judgment helps you do that, right? Judgment is like this energy of reckoning. So any fears that were, underneath the surface, they get called up to the light of day, so you can see them and you can deal with them. A little bit of shadow work there. Fraidy cat, don't be a fraidy cat. No, I don't think you are. I think you're tough. You're a tough cookie, group 3, or a tough hamburger. I don't know. The hamburger here is speaking of like nourishment. So your needs are going to be met. You're going to be able to meet your own needs. You're going to move towards your goal with precision, is what I just heard from this. For whatever reason, the angels are talking about precision. So you're going to be very precise and move directly, move quickly. I feel like you're going to be laughing at the end of this, like you're going to be like, why did I worry so much? Why was I so afraid? Why did I think that I would lose? You're just going to, you're going to have your arms in the air, like that triumphant moment of, I did it. I conquered it. I succeeded. I got myself out of the situation, or I created the life of my dreams, or, I conquered the world in some way. That's the energy that I'm definitely getting from you guys. They are wanting me to get runes as well, so we're going to do that too. So they're telling me to read these like a story from left to right. So I'm going to find out what these are, and we'll read that together. Okay, so the first rune that you have here is Awaz, which lends strength and provides a sense of purpose. It's a turning point, a confrontation, a profound change, and can even be about death. And since we had Judgment, which is like the rebirth, I really feel like this is, it's a major turning point for you. And it is this confrontation. It's like, the battle of David and Goliath, or the two teams clashing, or Rocky and who was it? I can't remember who he fought. Anyway, okay, and then this one, I think that's Fehu. Yeah, it is. Fehu gives power over one's environment. So I feel like you are taking your power back. And again, they kept showing that image of you like being a giant and conquering the world. So you're having power over your environment in a way that you didn't before. Maybe you're able to like use the resources of your environment, or to travel, or to transition, or to like build a home for yourself within you that other people are going to be celebrating you for. You also have the blank rune of free will. So this is your ability to choose for yourself. This is Naupiz. I don't know if I say these right, but it develops resistance, innovation, determination. It's about obstacles, frustration, changes of direction, surprise, or restrictions. Yeah, so it's like there's resistance there, but you innovate and you're determined to overcome it. You're persistent, you're precise, you do the work, you chop that wood. There's a little bit of worry there, but you get to the bottom of it, you address it, and then you manage to get through it. That's why it's an underdog story, because there is challenge here that needs to be overcome. You have Algiz. This is resolution of problems, shields you from danger. It's success, support, shield, and shelter. And you have a lot of that shelter energy here. So you're being shielded, you're being sheltered, you're being protected, you're being given the energy, the resources, the tools to be able to do this, the sustenance, like all of it is there for you. And I love that, it's in the progression of this story. It's like there's the challenge, and then there's you overcoming it. Okay, let's find out what this one is. Uruz, vitality, passion, instinct, sexuality, courage, and brutality, a time of great energy and health, strong individualism. Yeah, so your vitality is really strong, your courage, your ability to, differentiate yourself and to take action because your energy is on fire, like you're going for it. Very steady. Okay, and then the last rune here, Sorvalo, achieving goals, support, and protection, success, positive energy, happiness, creativity, and generosity. We did have the 6 of Pentacles, didn't we? I can't remember, but it feels like there's going to be success, because this is the last one. They said read it like a story. Success, resolution of the problem. You're protected from the danger. Everything turns out well. Happy victory. You get to do your little touchdown dance at the end. So that is what I see for you, group number 3. Lots of good things happening here in unexpected ways. You're going to be overcoming some pretty major problems or challenges. You're going to be finding a way to resolve this and to strengthen yourself in the process, building yourself up into a giant, overcoming any previous challenges, by conquering the world. So that is what I see for you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you enjoyed the reading, thank you for liking the video. Subscribe to the channel for more, and also leave your ideas, inspirations, or requests for new pick a card and upcoming pick a card readings in the comment section below, and I will take a look through those and see if any spark my interest or if spirit guides me to any, and we can do those as well. All right, much love, guys. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye.